390 Wagon Master here. All right, today in this video, we're going to take a look at some President grants. All right, and I'm going in what I believe is the order of manufacture. So up here on top, we have an original 3-button grant. This has obviously the 3 buttons on the front: PA noise blanker, local distance switch. And what they did is they opted to put a dimmer on here instead of a variable RF gain. Honestly, I'd rather see it go the other way around. But anyway, this is a 3-button grant. First version comes out in about 1977-ish. It has 4-pin microphone connector here. And this has the ever-famous UPD 858 chipped Uniden board in it. This has the PLL, phase lock loop, PL858. And nice radio. It's physically the same width and height as the rest of the radios here. However, the overall length of this is about an inch and a quarter longer. Again, 3-button grant, the very first version. And it was a very popular radio. In fact, all of the Uniden 858 board radios were pretty darn good. The problem with the 858 radios was that they were super easy to modify. And once the FCC finally figured all that stuff out, they kind of put the kibosh on Uniden's 858 board. And then they went to, what was it, the 2816, the 8719 style boards. And I think it was the 2816, I think was the first version. I could be wrong, or it's backwards. But anyway, there you go. I'm not really a President historian. Anyway, so the next thing, we have the 4-button grant here, and this was the replacement to the 3-button, and this has the 5-pin mic jack on it. So if you're shopping on eBay for grants and you see a 3-button 4-pin first version, there you go. This is the next one. Great radio. Some people like the 858 version better. It's about 6s with me because I think the AM section on the 858 boards were better as far as transmit audio, but I like the adjacent channel rejection a little bit better on the new grant, the new version. All right, and then there was at a time, President. The name President was only somewhere around 3 years old. I think they ran from about mid 76 to end of 79 or something like that. And then Uniden was taking over. I mean, they did build all the chassis, right? So Uniden started to take over the President name, and this radio is from approximately 1983 or 84. The chip is manufactured 48th week of 83. So I'm going to say this is more than likely close to an 84. But this has the blue Uniden here, and it still says President Grant here. This is not an export. This can throw some people off, but this is not an export. This is a standard Uniden PC409 chassis. Then we come down here to the what I call the black letter version of the Uniden Grant. And I believe there is a last version that is just blue writing here and then Grant here. And I believe that's the last version. All of these chassis run pretty much the same. None of them are really big-time AM audio transmitters as far as transmit modulation on AM goes. This is these are really known for being clean sideband radios. Really good audio on single sideband. Nice clean receive. And overall, pretty reliable once you recap them. These have a lot of capacitor issues now. Capacitors are aging, and it's time to start replacing some of those, especially those 10 volters that were just overworked. I mean, they were putting 10-volt caps in there, and that was just not enough. They needed to be like 16-volt. At least, they probably would have lasted a little bit longer. Anyway, just in a few areas. But yeah, there you go. 5-pin, 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 4-pin, and there you go. This particular beautiful grant down here, this is probably the cleanest of them all. And this was just recently raffled off in our auction for Seaweed's medical bills on GoFundMe. And Mr. UDX 267 Simple Man was the winner. And so this grant will be boxed up and sent out to Simple Man. It sure is a pretty unit. Definitely a beautiful rig. All right, there you go. Please leave questions or comments down below, and thanks for watching.